In this video, we talk about 3 specific benefits of interval fasting. Find out why it makes you smarter, younger, and how it helps you lose weight specifically. First, intermittent fasting has an extremely positive effect on your brain cells. When you fast, the so-called brain-derived neurotrophic factor is triggered. This increases the survival of your brain cells while contributing to the growth of new neurons in the hippocampus. What is the hippocampus? It is part of the limbic system and is found in both hemispheres of the brain and is associated with your memory. Its shape resembles that of a seahorse, which is where it got its name. Hippocampus is the Latin name of the seahorse. It helps us with orientation, positioning and perception of space and time, so it can be understood as a guide. Good to know, in Alzheimer's patients, the hippocampus steadily decreases in function. Insulin resistance is very problematic for the hippocampus, because it deprives it of oxygen, resulting in a lack of nutrients. Intermittent fasting is an ideal method here, because it prevents the deposition of amyloid, which is responsible for the development of dementia. The deposition of heavy metals is also an important factor in the development of this disease. Fasting improves memory, cognitive thinking and brain function in general. Second, renewal of cells through autophagy and anti-aging. Autophagy is the process of getting rid of old or damaged cells of your body. This was discovered by a Chinese scientist in 2016. Pathogenic microbes such as molds, fungi, bacteria and candida are effectively eliminated in this process. Autophagy thus eliminates waste from your organism and is also considered a top anti-aging agent. Each of your cells has small garbage dumps, they are called lysosomes. They remove the garbage and transfer it to your liver, where these particles are used as fuel or for the production of new parts. Third, interval fasting for targeted weight loss. It is important to know that intermittent fasting is not a diet, but a way of eating. The time period, number of meals and frequency are the focus here. It is not about counting calories. When we eat, and here it does not matter what we eat, even if it is just a small snack, insulin is produced. This lowers blood sugar levels, but is also responsible for storing fat. In the presence of insulin, fat loss cannot occur. Abdominal fat is an indicator of high insulin levels. Many people suffer, usually unknowingly, from insulin resistance. The body cells that are supposed to absorb the insulin produced by the pancreas are resistant and reject the insulin. The blood sugar level is thus chronically elevated and the insulin level in the blood is constant. The pancreas receives its emitted signal back and thus produces more and more insulin until it is completely exhausted. The result is then a diabetes type 1. During intermittent fasting, insulin is deactivated, or rather a very important hormone is activated, the growth hormone. It renews your cells, makes you young, protects your muscles and bones and melts fat. So how can you incorporate intermittent fasting into your daily routine and what is the goal? Here you should not forget that every body has individual needs and time periods to adapt accordingly. For starters, you can reduce your 5 meals to 3, avoiding snacks. Delay breakfast until you are really hungry. The ideal ratio is 16 hours of fasting and 8 hours of food intake. For the more advanced, the rule is a maximum of 2 meals and a ratio of 20 hours to 4. Ketogenic diet is very helpful and supportive in interval fasting. Why? Feel free to find out in the next episodes. Thanks for tuning in.